All right, Mike here again with Kingfisher Stock Letter. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about just an introduction to monitoring a market for individual investors. And really this video is geared towards individual investors that are beginning investors or that are not fluent experts in the market. This is not meant for institutional people, but just for those who are looking to increase their knowledge and their performance in the stock market. So first thing we're going to talk about is, and basically I'm going to talk about one index today. We're going to talk about the NASDAQ, because you can read all kinds of newsletters if you want. You can read all kinds of internet sites or prognosticators. To me, the greatest prognosticator, the greatest person to listen to, as Mr. Buffett says, is Mr. Market. So that would be the market itself. So I'm going to talk today only about the NASDAQ Composite Index. I think the NASDAQ is the leading index in the stock market. It contains most of the big, powerful companies in the United States. The Dow Jones Industrial Index used to be the most popular index. That, to me, has turned into a little bit of a value index, and it's not a bad one to apply the same techniques that I'm going to talk to you about today to in assessing what we're going to do with the market. But you can find the best stocks out there with great earnings and all this, and great potential. But if the market is going against you, you're going to really struggle to make money. So this video's purpose is just to give you a little routine you can do real quickly in assessing where the market is. And so as you see in our chart here, we've got the NASDAQ Composite. And the first thing we're going to talk about is just the direction of the market. So just look at the shape of the trend of this thing. So as you can see, we're basically in a downtrend here, and we're still in a downtrend. Within that downtrend, we have had some movements upwards. We are in one of those movements up right now, and what we're really trying to determine is this the one? Is this the bottom of the market or not? And we don't know. So you can make some money during those upward movements, but if the long-term trend is down, you're going to really struggle to make good money. So the first thing we're going to look at is the trend of the market, and you can almost put a little score box. And in this one, I would give the overall trend a 0. So let's call it a 0 or 1, 1 being positive. So I would give it a 0. We're still in a negative market. The next thing we want to look at is where is the stock market compared to its 50-day moving average. And on our chart, the 50-day moving average is the red line right here. So where is the stock market relative to the 50-day? That's just a really, sort of a fancy way of asking, where's the price of the stock market today compared to what the price has been on average for the last 50 days. And if it's above that, then we know that it's doing better right now compared to what it's been doing the last 50 days. If it's below that, it's doing worse. But you can see right now, relative to this red line, we are definitely above the 50-day moving average. The next thing we want to know is, so that gets a 1. That score would be a 1 on a scale of 0 to 1. So then the next thing we want to know is where's the market compared to the 200-day? And in this case, this is interesting. The stock market broke below the 200-day moving average here back in January of last year, and has not been above that since until recently. So just recently, as we see if we look on the chart, we're above this black line. That is the 200-day moving average. So that's a bit of a positive. We would give that a score of 1. So we're above the 50-day, we're above the 200-day. Next thing I'd want to look at is what is the direction of both of these moving averages. So the 200-day, the black line, is still in a decisively downwards trajectory. We can see that right there. And so that's definitely a negative. The 50-day is somewhat flat, but you could almost say that it's starting to try to rise a little bit there. So that would be a positive. So that would get I would give that a 1 on this score. So direction of the moving average. The next thing we want to know is what are the market participants doing? And so I would look at the volume bars for that. Volume is just a measure of participation. It's like, are you going to a small college game where there's 2,000 fans in the stands, or are you going to the University of Michigan's big house with 100,000? This is how many people are excited about in this case the market right now. And my charting service that I use is Market Smith, and at the bottom of this here it gives me the volume bars. The red line is the average volume on this. In this case, again, we're looking at the NASDAQ Composite Index. So what is the average volume? This service also tells you that in the upper left here. Average volume is 4.7 billion shares per day. So right now, if you look down here below there, there's a lot of bars that are above that average. That means currently we're seeing above average interest in the stock market. And is that interest good or bad? Is that interest buying or selling? That's coded by the color of the bars. So the pink bars are bars on down days, and the blue bars are bars on up days. And so when I look at this chart, I see that there is a preponderance of big blue bars. I always refer to those as BBB. And there's nothing better to see in the index itself or on your favorite stock chart that you're looking at, big blue bars. So in this case, this tells me that right there's a lot of big blue bars coming in here. So the volume is mostly for the positive. There's institutional people poking their head around, taking positions, participating in this market with the thought that maybe we're coming out of the bottom of this thing. So that's definitely something we would note. I want to go back and look at the market here last January, but before that we're going to even start here with these pink bars that were showing up at the end of November. If you notice, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 big pink bars. So these are big volume days selling, major institutional selling. In technical terms, these are called distribution days. Distribution. A distribution day, you can Google this on Investopedia or something like that, is when the big players are getting out. And you can see that they were getting out over here in November, December. And then you did have some blue bars coming in here anywhere from, say, late January into March, but they were battling the pink bars. There was a battle going on. You can see big pink bars at periods that were sort of market bottoms or interim bottoms. Those are institutions that they're looking to get in. They're looking to place some money. They're looking to buy low. Whether or not this is the buy low opportunity remains to be seen at that point in time. So always pay attention to the bars. And then the final thing I'm going to talk about is we're in a bear market. So when we're in a bear market, one of the things I look at is I look at another moving average as well, the 21-day moving average, which is a much shorter moving average. It's a little more active. It's hard to see on my chart, but that's the pink line here. And so I want to tune in when you're in a bottoming process anytime the market moves above that 21 day. So you can see this most recent time it moved above that pink day on January 9th, and then it stayed above there on the 10th, and then we had a pop up here for 3-4 days in a row. That's all good action right there. That tells me that it's okay, at least in the short term, to take a position. So we're above that. We're above the 50-day. Right now, we've got a fair amount of good signals. So I would be open to putting on positions. But beware that the longer term trend still looks to be down. You want to take smaller positions. You want to keep tighter stop losses and that sort of thing. And if we do get in the final bottom, I'll do a video on bull market moves and what to look at there. But for now, be cautious and good luck investing.